1964 Olympic Games in Innsbruck, Austria, a 20-year-old Californian made skiing history by winning the bronze medal in the men's slalom. This effort marked the first time an American had won a medal in Olympic alpine skiing. For Jimmie Heuga, this accomplishment was the apex of what was to become an award-winning skiing career. At Innsbruck, Heuga and teammate Billy Kidd, the silver medalist in that event, showed the world that the U.S. ski team was now an international contender with a promising future. For Heuga, fame came swiftly, but good fortune did not follow. After a disappointing 7th place finish in the 1968 Olympic slalom, Heuga found out in 1970 that multiple sclerosis was the cause of his declining performance. A promising future was stopped cold. Devastated, Heuga surrendered to his doctor's advice, withdrew from athletics, and lapsed into an idle, quiet lifestyle. By 1975, he could no longer ski. He lost the ability to drive a car and had difficulty walking. For the next 6 years, the disease and resulting inactivity left Heuga devoid of energy, motivation, and emotional well-being. This physical and emotional deterioration did not sit well with Heuga's relentless drive to succeed. In 1976, against all medical advice, Jimmie Heuga decided to take charge of his life. He began his own rigorous program of exercise, focusing on cardiovascular endurance, muscle strengthening, and stretching. This reanimation not only improved his physical condition, but restored his emotional spirit. Inspired by his own dramatic improvement, Heuga was convinced that a positive mix of exercise, nutrition, and mental attitude could also help thousands of MS victims overcome their sense of helplessness and despair. With resolve to focus on what a person could do rather than what he could not, the philosophy of the Jimmie Heuga Center was born. The Jimmie Heuga Center in the Vail Valley of Colorado was founded in 1984, launched by a seed grant from the Vail Valley Foundation and prize money donated by some of Jimmie's racing friends. It is a unique, nonprofit scientific research organization dedicated to reanimating the physically challenged. The purpose of the center's medical program is to optimize the general health, physical fitness, and psychological well-being of individuals with multiple sclerosis. Substantial scientific and rehabilitative progress is being made at this center through a results-oriented, comprehensive medical program for its participants. The Jimmie Heuga Center is giving MS patients a new lease on life. A 5-day program starts with a complete clinical evaluation. Next, a series of exercises is developed into a program tailored to fit each person's individual needs. Lectures and discussions that focus on motivation, proper nutrition, and stress management help participants learn to minimize the debilitating effects of MS. Ultimately, they leave the program with increased abilities and a more positive approach toward coping with their illness and their lives. After realizing a high level of success at the Vail facility, Heuga Center officials are anxious to deliver the medical program to more people in other areas of the country. Discussions with the National Multiple Sclerosis Society have brought about an agreement to coordinate the new centers with various MS chapters. Initial locations are planned for Tennessee and Michigan. In addition, continued research is necessary to help determine more ways to improve the quality of life for people with multiple sclerosis. The Jimmie Heuga Center is now entering a new phase of operational expansion in program delivery, research, fundraising, and public education, all in its efforts to reanimate the physically challenged. At present, funding for the center comes primarily from individual and corporate donors. Special events, dinners, and other sporting activities supplement that income. Perhaps the most recognized Heuga Center fundraising program is the Jimmie Heuga Express Ski Series, which you'll learn more about in just a moment. We invite you to become involved in the effort to reanimate the physically challenged, whether it be as a contributor, a volunteer, medical program participant, express racer, or corporate sponsor. As Jimmie himself has proved, it's what you can do that counts. In 1985, 11 of the world's top ski racers met at Alaska's Mount Alyeska with one common goal in mind: to break the world's record for the number of vertical feet skied in one day. To do that, the group, including Jean-Claude Keely, Stein Eriksen, Phil Mayer, Billy Kidd, and Bernhard Russi, was determined to ski 1 million vertical feet before day's end. They dubbed their feat the Jimmie Heuga Express in recognition of their fellow Olympian, Jimmie Heuga. Its format proved so exciting that ski areas around the country were receptive to holding the event at their areas. Only these events would be open to general skiing public. By the 1988-89 ski season, 20 ski resorts were hosting nearly 1,000 men, women, and children, from intermediate skiers to thrill-seeking experts, all determined to meet the Huga Challenge. Co-ed teams of 3 need only raise $1,000 in sponsorships to enter a local express. Prizes are awarded to the top teams at each resort. The winning trio is awarded the grand prize, a trip to Vail, Colorado for the Olympic Express Finals in April. The finale weekend includes a full schedule of exciting festivities honoring the winning teams and the resorts they represent. The finalists enjoy the company of some of skiing's finest racers, past and present. Recently, the Huga Express has been enhanced by adding a racing clinic featuring former champions and a giant slalom race. Many of the ski areas are adopting this variety-packed 2-day format for the upcoming season. The events attract considerable media coverage, offering valuable exposure for corporate and product sponsors and hosting ski areas. Express stories and features have appeared in major metropolitan newspapers, on TV and radio, as promotional spots and news broadcasts, and in ski industry publications, corporate newsletters, and national magazines. Sponsors can expect excellent logo exposure through on-site banners, product promotions, and PA system announcements, all offering positive marketing opportunities for their company. In addition to benefiting the Jimmie Heuga Center, the Express benefits local charities too. 25% of its net proceeds are donated to a charity chosen by the host resort. Top consideration is given to agencies that help people with MS and other physical challenges. Today, the Jimmie Heuga Express has become a popular and successful program. The enthusiasm, the excitement, and the professionalism that surrounds each event, along with its affiliation with local charities, has made the Jimmie Heuga Express an established annual fundraiser at many U.S. ski areas. In 1988, the Denver Post named it Colorado's best charity event. Spanning nearly every skiing state in the nation, the Express brings a healthier future to those in the U.S., Canada, and other nations of the world. And for each additional foot skied, another step is made toward the reanimation of the physically challenged.
The thought in those days was that you just had to sit on the sidelines and sit fatalistically by while they attempted to find some magical cure to your malady. And we really had to change the thought philosophically that, you know, that's not the issue. The issue is living each day as full as you can, given whatever your circumstances are. Listen, you know, these are the good old days, and given those circumstances, I'm going to make the most of it no matter what.
I still see you out here every year making those turns.
Trying to. It's always a challenge.